We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On 1st down, Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Crawford, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out quickly to Judy. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
on second down. It's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5.
Now Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd down, Barkley. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
To number 19.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Gordon on first down. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The throw over the middle, taken in. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants nothing.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now back to throw. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
That good for 22 and a first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
Throwing Jones.
incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially give him 15, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 1 at the 13-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for KJ.
I know you thought saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
And it's 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Giants nothing. Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Jones.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, It's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On second down, here's Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
First and 10 at the 20.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. You've got to secure it.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. No chance.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Denver.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles, and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go. 60 Bison. We own them. 56 to Mike.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. The 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And some room to maneuver. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here.
Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Score on this drive. Might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Melvin Gordon.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
45-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
First down, Denver.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
2nd and 4. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front.
For the extra point.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down now, Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
With the score, Broncos 35, Giants 7.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. 3rd down here. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
On 3rd down, Gordon. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56.
They'll run the Geis. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Out quickly to Jeudy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bryan Edwards, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Jones now throwing on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Jones. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game. So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Cut.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Edwards. He's got it.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now Gordon on first down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And